people? Injured here, 1v1. Ashes of Typhon, blue side. Iron Heart, Lacia, with a Chaos Lord. Durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee combat. The Black Legion elite scheme here. Up against ChungWu is a Mekboy, teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, great damage output, and lots of Orky gadgets, giving him great versatility. Goes for that Eastern Edge power, using the teleport to get there nice and quick. I think they did the Khorne worship at base. Still haven't got a definitive answer. I guess I should just test it one day. If it's actually faster to do that. Because it means your heretics are, you know, not moving for that amount of time. For the +2 speed on the Chaos Lord. Probably quite close, either way. Got more heretics up. We got double shooters. Shooters did get a small adjustment in 293. They no longer have that little 5% damage increase when they have their knob in tier 2. Generator goes up. Chaos Lord smacking away on some sluggers. You see these guys going in and out. They're trying to bait the kill the weak there. But Lacia is smart enough to not fall for it. Gets a good special attack. And is picking away at these sluggers. How many did they get? They got 2 of them. And then ran away and held up this capping here. Chaos Lord is so good at that early game. I mean, some heroes harassed by teleporting in and being annoying. Chaos Lord just barrels into you and says, come and deal with me then. Central power, getting some capping. Never siege generators, the poor power. We have the 2 natural VPs on the western edge. And heretics be grabbing it. Already a big shooter up on these shooter boys. Well, 2, they get 2 of them. And we're going to see some Daka here on the heretics. They got the decal, that's good enough. Yeah, run away, fellas. Live to explode another day. Look at that. Didn't even drop a model, guys. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Run away. Live. Well done, boys. Mekboy now coming mid to grab this. We have a combi flamer all ready for the Chaos Lord. Really powerful and a big old fella that chases stuff around. Gets him way more kills. There's some more Khorne worship. Just has that combi flamer sound. Sounds painful. Look at the damage those shooter boys. Only dropped 1 model, but they did so much damage too now. Gets so much XP off that combi flamer. It's almost level 2 already. 489, 495 very early on. The VP is going to be a 2-to-1 though for Ironheart, Lacia. Chaos Space Marines getting the cap. And it's Havoc's on the way. Mekboy can teleport in and tie them up, of course. Maybe we'll see Storm Boys. Storm Boys are always fun. There was Kill the Weak. Only hit a single model, I think. Shooter Boys having to run, but so does the Chaos Lord. It's a bad fight for the heretics. Doom Blast and Flee might be required. Yeah. We're a bit too low to engage those sluggers fully, and the shooter boys were around. Here's your Havocs then. Heavy bolter will suppress things inside the firing arc. A teleporting Mekboy can get on them and tie them up in melee. But then they'll feel the wrath of the Chaos Lord, I suppose. Pain Boy on the way for ChungWu will help support the sluggers as they tangle with heretics. And of course charge into Chaos Space Marines, which they can do very well with their burners, if they can get them, especially tier 2 with the Knob Leader and stuff. Eternal War on the way, and it's double Havocs for Lacia. Not expecting double Havocs. Very really hard to approach them now. Here's that Pain Boy. He's got a heal over time. Just used it on himself, and a damage over time melee weapon. Not going to get a model here though. Sluggers don't have their burners yet. They might just come out in tier 2 alongside the Knob Leader kind of thing. Could get a nasty flank on the Havocs. I think Lacia has realised that and is moving to reface. Here comes some shooters. Heretics getting a Aspiring Champion, but still take a whole bunch of damage. This guy is a Marine with Bolt Pistol and Chainsword. He also buffs the health of the other fellas. Just his sheer presence. There's a heal over time now for the Mekboy. It's called the Git Source. And you can get stronger Git Source in tier 2. And it is a lot stronger. It's like double the heal, I think. It used to be, at least. Chaos Lords ready for a fight. Those guys running into Havocs. Mekboy teleports in, but they still have a Chaos Lord to deal with. There was Immolate to quickly get rid of those guys. This is what a Pain Boy can do here. Chaos Lord is quite low, but at damage over time, I'm not sure how the damage over time stacks on a single entity. Seems to be doing a pretty good job here. Look at this. Can he get a kill? Can the Pain Boy kill the Chaos Lord? He did. Well done, fella. Is he going to get away now? Hell of a good job. Does get away. So does the mech. Decent fight there for ChungWu for sure. These guys are still covering the eastern side. Not a whole lot these shooter boys can do about it. They can try and maybe get the aiming what's that suppression on them. Might buy them enough time to decap, but I didn't try that. Tier 2 for ChungWu. Are we going to see the Death Dread? They get in tier 2 in good time, but there's already 2 Havocs out, which can respond to any Death Dread. It's a War Truck. Gonna pile Sluggers inside to get them in around Havocs and stuff. Needs a way to push on the east side, eh? Oh, they decapture power. Them dastardly heretics. It's a double cap here for Lacia. Do they go tier 2 or do they repurchase? I guess you gotta go tier 2, eh? Yeah, you gotta go tier 2. Repurchase that Chaos Lord later. War Truck almost out. Where are the Sluggers right now? Going for power, going for a flank. They got their Knob Leader and their burners, so they are all of a sudden exponentially more powerful in melee combat. Going straight for these Havocs here. They use, I mean, what's that? To suppress them? Can they get a model before they get away? Surely they can. 2 models, wow. Havocs and Devastators have a weaker version of melee resistance, which gives them a 20% damage reduction against melee rather than 40 or full melee resist. Doom Blast and Run from the Heretics. There's a little sip of the Git Source from the Pain Boy. Not sure if he has the stronger Git Source yet. Automatically gets the unstable fuel injection in tier 2, which allows him to explode a friendly Orc model, which is fun. He can use it on himself too, which can be hilarious. If he knows he's going to die, why not? Sluggers burning down gens. These guys getting a decap. Good start to tier 2 for ChungWu. Now it's Storm Boys on the way. I was expecting a Weird Boy, but Storm Boys it is. Helps them counter these Havocs. Chaos Lord still down. Aiming what's that just in time to suppress the Heretics, but they still get in. Sluggers need to help out here. There we go. They wanted to get the generator first. War Truck. Nothing inside. There's nothing inside it. Oh, there we go. I think it's got a pretty low damage, this Death Gun or whatever it is, shooter. I believe it's like 17 DPS. So it's like a bit more than a Tactical Marine up there. I guess it's not terrible. Plague Marines on the way now for Lacia to help deal with the War Truck. Keeping the double Heavy Bolters for now. These guys burned down the node. Really good start to tier 2 for ChungWu. Here are your Storm Boys. Already with their Knob Leader. That guy has a heavy melee. What is it? A big old chopper, I think. Yeah. Look at that thing. The other guys are power melee, and he also allows them to stun stuff when they land. Specifically, the Knob Leader stuns things. So it can be kind of random. Because you don't know exactly where the things are going to land. You don't know exactly what's going to be stunned all the time. If you're jumping into like a mob of units. Plague Marine's doing a good job putting pressure on the War Truck, and there's some Khorne worship. They might get this. They do get this. Took too long to move it away there, ChungWu. Here is a battery pack on the way. A heal ability that can also target vehicles. And there's that stronger Git Source. 20 power for a much stronger heal. Pretty good value. There's a jump, there's a stun. Really well aimed. CSM certainly don't want to fight those guys. Lucky to get away with 2 models there. There's the Bomber Boy rocket pack jump from improved rocket packs. Bloodletters coming in from the Blood Sacrifice. Stormboy staying in play. Oh, that could have been a big mistake, that jump. Heretics in retreat path. Bloodletters in retreat path. They did get the git source. I think it's going to keep them alive. Look at the health regen you get from it. It's crazy. It's a little heal initially. And then a whole bunch of health regen. I think it heals for 50 when it's upgraded. And then the health regen is pretty nuts. As you saw there. Some good fun Stormboy play there. They made a ruckus. That's what they're there for. Chaos Lord still down, of course. Needed other stuff. We now have a Death Gun Mekboy. But Plague Marines perform very well under suppression. They fire at the same rate and aren't slowed down as much as other squads, although they start off pretty slow. They can often just outshoot a setup team with those guys, especially if you have some cover. Shooter Boy is getting a Daka going. Gonna get suppressed in a second. There it is. They tried to get out the firing arc. Now they're gonna run into melee heretics. Could be really bad for these guys. What are they watching here? They're too busy on the eastern side. And those Shooter Boys wiped? Yes, they wiped. Storm Boys are gonna jump for the Havocs at the back. Immediately retreating away. There's a bit of a staggered jump there, which can sometimes be good, but generally you don't want a staggered jump because of stuff like that. They won't start chasing until everyone jumps in. The Knob Leader gets away, I think, alone. Good thing he has a chunk of hit points, eh? Pain Boy continues the pressure over there. 348 to 328. 1-to-1 cap. Very close on VPs. How different would this have been if the Chaos Lord had been up? Maybe we'll see. Oh, it just got rebought. Are we going to see? We don't see the Blood Maul yet, but we did see Mantle of Hate on the way. Use it to mess with the Pain Boy. And here's a Weird Boy. They got all the boys. Warp Vomit now. Nothing really to follow it up. But Lacia has kept their stuff alive. We've seen the War Truck go down. We've seen those Shooter Boys go down. Don't think Lacia has dropped a unit yet, right? Pretty sure that's right. Heretics fleet. And there's your jumping in. They do jump into suppression, but getting some good hits on these guys. There's Drain Life from the Chaos Lord. Good kamikaze Stormboy there. Painboy a bit far away from him, but I didn't need his help in the end. No sign of the Blood Maul. No sign of Mark of Khorne CSM. We do have, of course, Aspiring Champion Heretics. But they're no match for those two upgraded Orc squads in melee. Weird Boy taking a lot of damage there. Setting up perhaps a kill or two. Plague Marines exploding on death, but still typically worth taking them down in melee. It's just annoying to do so. They got a heal from the battery pack afterwards for their troubles. Sluggers flee from the Chaos Lord. And multiple Havocs. See what this guy can do. Kill the Weak is still very useful. Blood Sacrifice. More Bloodletters coming in. Do Storm Boys want to stay here? Don't think they do. Just a Knob Leader gets away again. They're called Bleed Boys for a reason. They will drop models here and there. They did get a health boost, I think, in 292, didn't they? Pretty sure they did. Triple cap for ChungWu, though. I mean, it wasn't the most graceful play, but they did put pressure on and get those VPs. Orks never get away clean, do they? Bunch of them always fall over, but they have a good time. Chaos Lord capping the eastern side. There's another Warp Vomit. And the Weird Boy has got a bunch of health back. Just got the bigger brains, I think. Warpath is in. There's the Zap. I'm not sure how much energy it is to use Foot of Gork. Pretty sure they just got the bigger brains there, unless it was cancelled. Gets the cap. Zap is still jumping around though. Need to spread out so it can't jump to your stuff. Jumps again. And a big shot from the weird boy. Can't jump once more though. It won't jump back to units that have already had it, I believe. Weird boy doing some work. There's Slaughter up now on the Chaos Space Marines. Really helps them deal with single entities, which Chaos can struggle with here and there. I guess most factions can struggle with it. Chaos Lord gets a stun. Oh, uses Drain Life, not Kill the Weak. The big mistake goes down. Weird boy lives. Has no energy though. This guy needs to use needs to be around Orks using their War to get a big energy regen boost. Otherwise, struggles to get it back quickly enough. Part of the design of the weird boy. Gotta be around your boys. These Storm Boys have been fantastic. And they really haven't been dealt with by Lacia. It was a massive setback to lose the Chaos Lord when they did. That 250 wreck is a big chunk of it when you want to get them back. And now they're down again. Some heretics died over here. Heretics wiped, in fact. There's that death gun doing its thing. Big shot from the weird boy. Hit all of the models there, I think. Some Khorne worship to help get the Chaos Lord in play. Weird boy's also been pretty awesome. Don't go down. As soon as I say you're awesome, don't go down. He's will be okay, I think. It'll be okay. Mekboy teleporting in to death gun some fools. 260 to 286. VP still very close. Very, very close. Chaos Lord messing up some shooter boys. Mekboy still in play. Suppressing the Plague Marines doesn't do a huge amount, but put some damage on them, I suppose. Could just maybe teleport backwards after. I think he's run away. No, just refacing. Lost the indicator for that guy. Storm Boys lose their Nob Leader. I think that's the first time the Nob Leader's gone down. So they've been relatively lucky with that. Now they have to repurchase him. Tier 3 for ChungWu. Has tons of red. We could see a Rocks on a VP or something. Look at this though. Uses the ruckus in the mid to get the sluggers up to the Western VP. And they got it. And they need to run. There we go. Triple cap for ChungWu. Lacia capping the mid. Heretics capping the east. So they should get a brief tier 2-1 at least. Almost a great hit there. Now you know that there's Havocs in play. Gets a good shot on them. Look at that. Half their health bar. When you hit all three models like that. Painboy happy to go in. Set up by the Warp Vomit. Well done, ChungWu. Another really good hit. Been picking targets with the Weird Boy so well. That was nasty. That was just the Weird Boy and the Painboy doing their thing. Mostly the Weird Boy. These guys are getting their Nob Leader back. 75-25 for that guy. Can Lacia defend here? Storm Boy's getting in. Those guys got to flee. Here comes some Chaos Space Marines. Slaughter is up. They could try going into melee. Slaughter allows you to draw chainswords and get stuck in. And they do pretty well with it. Plague Marines are exploding and dying, doing damage to the Storm Boys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And they go down. They go down. 2 Plague Marine explosions, and they must have just been too busy dealing with the Chaos Lord there. Storm Boys, after doing so much, go down. We have a Chaos Dreadnought. We have a looted tank. It's not the best anti-vehicle tank ever, but it's pretty good. Goes up to, is it 850 with the reinforced plating? Yeah. And also you have that disruptive shot. Rocks is dropped. Perhaps slightly wastefully. Did kill a bunch of Chaos Space Marines. These guys get their las cannon groove going on. Floating in the air a bit to learn how to use them. There we go. You got your mark. Does it actually change the models at all? Doesn't look like it. Big old las cannon they're lugging around though. Not sure what those other guys are doing. It's not like they're there to load the las cannon or something. Just moral support. Just give them all a las cannon. Oh, down goes the tank already. Well, was not expecting that, but yeah, I guess they were Plague Marines and this autocannon and the las cannon. And down goes the mech. ChungWu kind of falling apart here, tier 3. The Stormboy loss was the start of it. The tank did barely anything. Lacia with the upper hand in terms of roster, but can they turn it into VPs? Painboy flees. Thought about using Drain Life there for a second, but goes for the cat. That guy was in retreat anyway. 145 to 278. Oh, they got the Painboy. Dreadnought doing some work here. Almost level 2. Chaos Space Marines got to level 3. Tank Busters on the way. Big change for the Orks is that Tank Busters now have a power cost. But they might have lost too much stuff here, ChungWu. Plague Marines with a single model, using the looted tank as heavy cover. What remains of it anyway. Would it be insanely overpowered if tanks and vehicles and stuff acted as like heavy or light cover or whatever while they were alive? Would be interesting to see. Maybe with like Imperial Guard it would be too strong. Them vehicles are pretty good already. I do like that the wrecks turn into cover though. I wish there was a bit more of that, because late game in a 3v3 cover just gets messed up and destroyed all over the place. It would be nice if when like heavy cover is destroyed, it just turns into light cover maybe. Like gets pushed around and spread out a bit. Might have been a bit too much to ask in 2009 for Dawn of War 2 to do. We've got a bunch of shrines going up. In fact, all 3 of them up. I think you're limited to 3 these days. All providing a 10% damage bonus and spawning bloodletters. Triple cap now for Lacia, going for the kill. Dreadnought took a lot of damage though. Sluggers level 4, mixing it up. Those are Chaos Space Marines that have popped Slaughter and drawn chainswords though, and the sluggers go down. Can they get the Dreadnought here? 6 hit points, 5-3. I think it was taken out in melee by Shooter Boys then. I think that's what just happened. Yeah, Chaos Space Marines got really low. One more shot from the Weird Boy might have wiped him out. Havoc's trying to bash power. ChungWu down to just 3 units. Not looking good. Dreadnought. I can't select the Dreadnought for some reason. Where's the Dreadnought? I hear it yelling. Oh, that's Bloodletters yelling. Where is the Dreadnought? I don't see it on the map. Did it not get away? And if it didn't get away, why is it still on the roster? I saw it stamping away. I think it's down, and this is just a bug. Not seen a destroyed unit stay in the roster with full health for that long before. Very odd. Chaos Lord with the Dark Halo now. Makes him even more annoying to deal with. Gets level 5. But is forced to retreat. It's a triple cap here for Lacia still. Still very confused about this Dreadnought. Some dark chaos magics going on. Oh look, it's right there. That's the Dreadnought. It's being used for heavy cover, and it is still on the roster here for some reason. Very strange. Got some stick bombers on the way for ChungWu. Wonder how many of you were screaming at the screen telling me that the husk is there. 142 to 44. 2-1 cap for Lacia. Should be able to see this game out. Needs like... yeah, there's not even rocks available. Chaos Space Marine's done really well with that Slaughter. It's actually a really good ability. Just makes them way more scary. I think it means they don't have to reload. If we look at them here, they're just going and going and going while it's active, which is pretty damn good. Shooter Boys barely getting away. Stick Bombers, They have to do a hell of a lot of work to make a difference here. 142 to 16. 2-1 continues to tick down ChungWu. They're not giving up. Got some more sluggers. Oh, did the sluggers live? Weird. I thought I saw the sluggers wipe out. Huh. Well, those different sluggers maybe. I'm very confused today. Very, very confused. Maybe the Nob leader got away. Anyway, there was another dreadnought on the way for Lacia, and we see the end of the game. Big old comeback. ChungWu with misplays in tier 3, left those Storm Boys in, lost a tank, and it was kind of over then. Confused about these sluggers now. I'm sure you guys saw exactly what happened, but poor Indrid. Poor Indrid did not. And yeah, very confused about this bug as well. Odd. But there you have it, guys. It's a fun 1v1. Great start from ChungWu. Just kind of capitulated at the end there. Lacia stayed solid throughout. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.